We are going to discuss about the chapter. What is that? Materials used in agriculture sector. What do you study? Materials used in agriculture sector. So Nepal is an agricultural country. Yes or no? Nepal is an agricultural country. Still, more than 75% people are farmers. But if you go in village, very less people are found. Many they have gone abroad for work. And in class also many are absent. One boy this annual is coming just now. So how difficultly the crops are produced? You just see. You say cereals, you say vegetables, you say fruits, right? So to produce them, it's challenge one. Isn't it challenging? Because many things must be managed. Number one, soil should be correct. Yes or no? Next thing, water. We have to provide water on time. Next thing, we have to add something. What to add? Fertilizers. That's right. So fertilizers are also of different type. And when you talk about our farmers, they are traditional. They have got old knowledge, and because of that, they are not able to produce more crops, right? But there must be scientific way of rearing the plants. When you just look at the YouTube videos of the farmers of European countries, from one plant of tomato, they can produce near about 6-7 kg tomatoes. But our farmers, half kg also difficult, right? When you talk about the maize cob, you know makke ko ghoga, ours there may be maximum two. Over there are near about 9-10 in one plant. Maize cobs are 9 or 10, so production is high. So hybrid system has come. Advanced seeds are developed, designed, made. So now we are discussing about this chapter. First of all, we will discuss about fertilizer. What to discuss? Fertilizer. What is fertilizer? The substance, any substance that is mixed into soil to fulfill the deficit, deficit means lack, decrease, amount of nutrients for plants. In the soil, there must be some nutrients, like we use food, different type of food. Some are cooked food, some are uncooked food, right? What about the fruits? Are they cooked or uncooked? They are uncooked. We take, right? So I think this is the time to have mainly oranges. Yeah, but yesterday I was having apple. Apple is sadabahar food. Every time we can get. Banana also sadabahar, definitely, right? Throughout the year we can get. So those fruits are not cooked; they are taken raw. But vegetables, should you cook or not? From them, what do we get? Protein, vitamin, minerals, fat, roughage, carbohydrate, etc. So that is nutrient required for our body. Plants also require some sort of nutrients, and those nutrients can be fulfilled by adding some substances in the soil. That substance which contains such nutrient is called fertilizer. It must be added. So fertilizer may be natural or artificial. Natural means from organic substance, right? And artificial means it is prepared in the lab and added. And next thing, while producing the crops, different type of insects they may affect, they may attack the plants and may damage. So to kill them, to control them, we add another substances. They are called insecticides. All insects are not harmful. Some are harmful, some are useful. So harmful insects must be killed. Those insects which damage our crops must be killed. So to kill those insects, we use some chemicals. What are they called? Insecticides. So next thing, what do we do? What do the farmers do? They grow foods in the same land continuously. In some land, they grow fruit thrice a year. So in the same land, food is grown, or crops are grown for how many times? Three. In some land, one time. In some land, two times. If same land is used for production of crops, then the nutrients will increase or decrease. Decrease, yes or no? So to maintain that nutrients, again we have to add there some substances, that is fertilizer. And now here is one experience of Bhumika. She is farmer. She performed, or she wanted to plant mustard plants. So she brought some mustard seeds, right? And she had got how much land? How much land? 10 acres of land. And when she brought that mustard seeds, she sprayed in that land and checked the growth of mustard plants. What did she find? In some region, the mustard plants grew much faster. In some, very slowly. In some region, in some areas of the land, what happened? Mustard production was high. In some, mustard production was low. Land was 10 acres, but some areas were fertile, some were unfertile. She was but confused what to do. Later on, what happened? She went for soil test. Soil test. Soil test means soil from different regions of her land was taken and provided to the lab, soil test lab. And what do? They check how much humus is there. Have you heard about humus? What is humus? It's humus. Humus is decayed plants and animals. That is humus. How much nitrogen, how much phosphorus, how much potassium, whether the soil was acidic or basic. Acidic means containing different acids, more acids, or sour in taste. Which taste? Sour. Basic means which taste? Bitter. In soil test, they just check all these things. Amount of humus, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, whether sour or bitter, right? Then they suggested, okay, you add these things in soil. So she brought all those things and added the required things in the soil. Again, mustard seeds were scattered in next year, and production was higher or lower than last year's. What do you think? Definitely higher. Production increased. Because what was lacking, it was fulfilled. Yes or no? In this class also, some of the students are very much talented in all subjects. Why? Every nutrient is fulfilled. They manage the time. There is presence of mind. And some, they are present here, but they are looking in this smart board. But mind is roaming somewhere else. Oh, yeah. Oh, I haven't done science homework. Teacher may beat. Mind is stuck there. What is being discussed here, you have to be focused on that thing. Right? So here also, Bhumika, she took the soil for test, and what were the lackings, she just got all those things and added. Later on, production was huge. So, farmers, what they have to do? They have to go for soil test and take the advice from the technicians, okay, and produce higher quantity of crops. Um, Now, let's discuss about necessary nutrients for plants. To grow well, we need different type of nutrients. In the same way, plants also they need different type of nutrients. If such nutrients are provided, they grow well. What is given here? For better growth of plants, they need near about 17 elements. How many? 17 elements. Okay. So, the 17 elements, what are they? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, boron, magnesium, iron, zinc, sulfur, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, chlorine, copper, manganese, molybdenum, and nickel. These are 17 elements required for growth of plants. And they can be categorized into or classified into two groups. What are they? Macronutrients and macro and micro. Macro, what is my macro? In the roadside you have seen microbus. Micro means small bus. Macro means big bus. In Nepal, such type of macro buses are not there. In other countries, you might have noticed double-decker bus. In London, have you seen or not? In London, just down also people, up also just sitting and working. But some of the buses I have seen, down they sit, up they sleep also. They are sleeper bus. So they can carry more number of people. Micro buses they can carry less. Micronutrients. Plants need less quantity. If less quantity also it is beneficial. Macronutrients, plants need more quantity. Ashwin, what happened to you? What happened? Come here. Why did you become late? Why did the plants need? Plants need two type of nutrients. What are they? Micronutrients and macronutrients. Macronutrients are also called primary, basic. Without them, they cannot function properly. So, what are the how to know whether they are macro or micro? According to the quantity. Okay. If they need more than 100 milligram per liter of water, more than 100 milligram per liter of water, they are micro. Less than 100 milligram per liter of water, they are micro. More macro, less micro. What are the macronutrients? What are they? Carbon, next hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium. They need or they must be supplied more in quantity to plants. Okay. And here micro, what are they? Boron, magnesium, iron, zinc, chlorine, copper, manganese, molybdenum, and nickel. So even if their less presence doesn't matter. Okay. Till now we have discussed some information about this pesticides, insecticides, fertilizers, and bhumika style, right? So we live in Kathmandu, that's why we don't know what type of fertilizers are needed. Even if you have got the one potted plant, in potted plant, do you add some fertilizer or not? Or you don't use? Some sort of fertilizer must be added. In the market we can get that organic fertilizer, right? Or if it's not possible, then you can bring mustard dung, pina. In that way you have to keep in mind. Now, necessary nutrients also discussed. So, children, it's the time to discuss about fertilizer. Fertilizers. So, already we defined fertilizer. What is the definition of fertilizer? The definition of fertilizer: those substances which are added to soil to maintain the nutrients, right? To maintain the nutrients, they are called fertilizers. And how many types of fertilizers are there? Two: organic fertilizer and either chemical fertilizer or inorganic fertilizer. What is their main duty? Their duty is to increase the nutrients or decrease the nutrients. They are rich in nutrient. So, when they are used, quantity of nutrient increases. Organic fertilizer. How do you define organic fertilizers? Definition is given here. Please check here. What is the definition? The substances obtained from the decomposition of excreta. Decomposition by the action of bacteria, they get decomposed. Excreta of animals, dung of animals, plant residues, waste part of plants, and dead bodies of organisms also. Excreta as well as dead bodies of organisms, litter, waste materials, straw, poultry dropping. Poultry dropping means the dung of birds, that is called poultry dropping. Okay, that is called organic fertilizer. Organic fertilizers are also called, what do you call them? Manures. And there are mainly two types of manures. What are they? Compost manure and green manure. Compost and green. So here we have to find out. In compost, they don't use green things. If grass is allowed to decay and produce manure, that is green manure. But if cow dung is taken, dead bodies of plant and animals is taken, or plant residues are taken, if they are covered, kept inside the pit or ditch or khaldo and covered after some month by the action of bacteria, if it changes into manure, then what do you call? Compost manure. But for green manure, what do? They grow a kind of grass. When the grass becomes near about 1 to 2 feet tall, again they plow it, and the grass dies or not, mixes with soil or not, decomposes or not, then fertilizer is made. What is that called? Green manure. So, compost manure is type of organic fertilizer prepared by partial decomposition of mixture of cattle dung, farm waste, crop residues, and other organic debris, other organic matter, keeping inside a pit, inside a khardo, with altering layers of soil. This, first of all, some those organic matter is kept covered with soil. Again, organic matter is kept covered with soil. That is called layers of soil, right? Then what will happen? Bacteria are found there, or they will add other things also. And after 2 to 3 months, that dead things, those matter which is kept inside the pit, changes into lovely manure, that is compost manure. So here is given the definition of compost manure. What is the definition? The black mass of substances formed by the partial decomposition of cattle dung, organic residues, and debris in a pit is called compost manure. In market also we can get compost manure. Have you bought? If you have got some plants at home, then you buy that one and add, because it is not so much harmful to plants. Chemical fertilizers, if you add more, plants may die. But by the use of compost manure, green manure, less effect, not too much effect. And They contain less amount of nitrogen, phosphorus and potash. Remember these three elements. What are they? Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. NPK. They are very, very essential for growth and development of plants. We discussed 17 elements. Among them, these three are very, very important. NPK. What is N? Nitrogen. What is P? What is K? Potassium. So, green manure is, no, compost manure is made by decomposition of all those things. Now, green manure. What is green manure? The manure of green plant origin that enhances soil quality and soil fertility is called green manure. For green manure, they don't collect all those waste materials. Simply, they grow a kind of grass. See this grass, dhaicha. What is the name? Dhaicha, Dhaincha, can give you 1 mark. Because the plant that can be used for making green manure is dhaicha, papaya, tomato, cauliflower. Then what should be your answer? Dhaicha is the answer because dhaicha changes into which one? Green manure. But other plants we can convert that into compost manure. Remember, other plants also will come here. Dhaicha. Next one. Soybean, pigeon pea, sun hemp. These are some of the examples. Others are the mugwort, titepati, malabar nut, asuru, marijuana, ganja. They also can be converted into green manure. If such green plants are there, just plow them and keep them or place them inside the soil. The green plants, they decompose and change into fertilizer, that is green manure. Hey, remember the names? Now we are discussing about the last portion for today in this class. What are the advantages of organic fertilizer? What is the first advantage? They control soil erosion, leaching and environmental pollution. Leaching means slowly losing those nutrients. Okay. Number 2, they increase the water holding capacity of soil. Number 3, they increase the fertility of soil. So crop production increases 30% to how much percent? 50%. In village, the farmers, they rear cow, goat, buffalo, yes or no? And what do? Their dung, it is collected in one place, and that dung is kept in doko and placed in different parts of the field or not? In Bajura, do they do? Are you from Bajura or Bajang? Assam. Okay, they do like that, right? Black color thing, keeping a dhata, and keep that hump in different places, and later on scatter them. But after scattering, it must be covered, but they don't cover. That is the wrong method. After scattering, if it is covered, then nutrient will go inside. They scatter and the nutrient will go up only. Number 4, they do not decrease the quality of soil. Important thing, remember. How much you use, quality of soil does not decrease. Number 5, they are environmental friendly, no any pollution. Okay. Number 6, they provide all kinds of nutrients in less quantity. Little. They are master or they are jack? Master provides more, jack provides less, means they are jack. Most of the micro also they are providing by them. There is nitrogen also, phosphorus also, potassium also, carbon also, hydrogen also. Number 7, they are cheapest and easily available sources. In village we should not buy also, right? Here also, if you buy, I found per kg 100 rupees. How much? Organic fertilizer per kg 100 rupees. But inorganic fertilizer, if you talk about urea, 50 rupees per kg. So much difference is there, right? Urea. It is in water form. No, no, not urea. The urea is found in white in color. This is chinimal. It is not liquid. Liquid form is bought in your house. I remember now. Oh, what is that one? I maybe something others. Number 8. What is it? They indicate the tolerance of plants towards pest and promote healthier plants. So when organic fertilizers are used, plants they become strong enough to fight against pest and become healthy. So pest means harmful insects and plants cannot affect easily. These are the things. So our morning class discussion is like this. So your duty is to read page number 341, 42, 43, 44. Right? In next class, we are going to continue inorganic fertilizers and NPK fertilizers. Is that okay? Now first read, then I will give you some questions. Understood? Yes.